What's this? Iceman, but you don't stream on Mondays. You're right, I don't. Normally I don't. Normally Mondays are nights off, but because I had to cancel this past Friday's stream because of technical issues, I decided to make up for it tonight. I could have done it yesterday, but Sunday is pretty much my do nothing, be a complete slob day. I don't do much on Sunday, so I played a bunch of this offline yesterday doing Makeup Margarita Monday. That's right. Oh, and thank you for the host. Misbehave. Welcome everybody from the Hive. Okay, so we're going to do the normal 6 to 9 tonight, 3 hours. What we're going to do, we're going to start off with, I'm going to reload a save to play a small portion of the story. And the reason that I'm having to do this is because I was doing a bunch of side missions and, clearing question marks off the map and that kind of stuff over the weekend, which is what I normally do offline when I'm playing a game like this. So that way when I'm streaming, you guys get to see the story. Well, there was a side mission that I was doing yesterday. I forget the name of it, but it involved Lambert, one of Geralt's Witcher buddies, and Lambert was trying to track down, I guess, one of his friends named Aiden had been murdered, killed, and Lambert was trying to track down who was responsible for it and exact some revenge on Aiden's death. And he asked Geralt for help, and of course we don't refuse help to anybody, no matter what the game is. And we helped him, and at a certain point in that quest, it splits, where Lambert goes off in one direction and Geralt goes off into another direction, which isn't necessarily a problem. But the problem was the part that Geralt was responsible for at that point involved him going to Skellige. And we had not been to Skellige yet in the story. So I had to play through that short part of the story in order to finish that secondary quest offline. So what I'm going to start off the stream by doing is I made a save right before you do that. What we're going to do is we're going to play that part real quick. It might take maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes. Once we finished with that, then we'll go back to the most recent save that I had from last night and continue on from there. And the goal for tonight is to continue looking for Dandelion. So that's obviously part of the story. We still don't know where Ciri is, and he may have some information on where she is, and we're going to go try and find him so we can talk to him. So switch over to that, and back on the volumes, and I adjusted the game volume down just a little bit more from where it was on Saturday, so hopefully it's a little bit better. I like to be just a tad louder
Triss could not
than
help
the game.
Yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing.
Should have reloaded
Guided
that
by Kareem
checkpoint
Tilly, the Witcher had a dream.
instead of
In
continuing.
it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that
My
to find
fault.
Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
So how did the rest of Hearts of Stone go? I was there at the beginning of it, but I'm not as anal about not knowing the story for DLC as I am about the main game, but I still didn't want to have too much of it ruined. So yeah, this is Dandelion's place. But like I said, we're gonna reload that save, and I'll have to remember where it is. See, I wrote down the time, 7:51:03. Oh boy. Here it is, right here. Okay, so we're standing, and we had to find a ship's captain.
Yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oneiromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Dandelion is who he's talking about, and Dandelion is actually the narrator of all of these scenes that give you a background of where you are. So this is the captain that we have to talk to. He's going to charge you 1,000 crowns to take you to Skellige. Normally that's kind of bad because that's pretty expensive, but you can get that back. In case you're not aware, I will show you where you need to go to get that money back. You can get back every penny of it.
You're back. Got the coin?
I always had the coin, sir.
Here, that enough?
Hefty sack. Like a bull's.
Hey, zombie killer, what's up?
Not sure you're ready. You can barely stand.
Know this, stranger.
Stranger.
Captain Wolverston never sails sober. The sea goes one way, Wolverston the other. Makes the rocking bearable. So,
If this boat's
ready to set
rocking,
sail?
don't come knocking.
First, we must drink to the wind, to good fortune, and to the strength of my Atropos.
Atropos.
Anchors away.
I watched that video yesterday, zombie killer, that you and Chieftain did. Oh, man. About the boyfriends and girlfriends and that big mess. Yeah, Mr. Steele, your girl. More scars than muscles. He's got a lot of muscles. Yeah, the trip to Skellige is not going to go well. That was some crazy shit. Oh, get out of here. This will all be reloaded anyway, so it doesn't matter how much I lose. Ow. Okay. Storm approaching! But it's over. That's the best part about Monday. It's over. Yeah, obviously the ship ran into some shit. And you crash on the shore. Roach.
Back off or I'll kill you.
I'm not afeard of dying.
See, I've landed on Ord Skellig.
How you figure that?
You're wearing Clan on Crate colors. Ord Skellig's their island.
On the Atropos, were you?
Yeah, thought the captain had a deal with you.
With us? Meaning who exactly? Might have arranged something with Lugos, but crack? Nay. Clearly should have, though. Outlander ships aren't welcome in these waters. What about you? What do you seek in Skellige, eh?
Fame and
Agreed to meet a
riches.
sorceress here, Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's supposed to be on Ord Skellig.
There's a witch at Kertrolda. Croc's guest. Could be the one
That's
you're
the reason I
meeting.
wanted to play this part again, was because of the part with Yennefer.
That scorn I hear in your voice.
You've good ears. Folks say this witch has got Croc wrapped around her finger. Orders everyone about. Word is she's vicious at it. But a hag's a hag.
Hag's a hag.
Seen her? Know what the sorceress looks like?
Aye.
Aye.
Wears black and white. If not for her tits, you'd think she was a beached orca.
Oh!
Fact is, even those who see her for a wench would gladly push her out to sea, tits and all.
I'm not gonna slap you.
What's your name?
Ingrim.
Well, Staingrim, I don't like you. In fact, I feel like slapping you.
Go ahead, Drifter. You try.
Had enough?
Best finish me now, 'cause you'll be fucked once I catch my breath.
Yeah.
It was a good fight. That's enough for now.
Know the way to Kertrolda?
I can
Expect
find it.
I'll find it.
Head north. Then turn west towards the bay before you come to the bridge. You'll find the Jarl port site today. Your sorceress ought to be there too.
Thanks. So long.
Okay, now, as you can probably guess, because this is a wrecked ship, there's all kinds of stuff here for you to loot. There's a couple of other things of note. There's a place of power right out there in the water, pretty obvious. There's a monster nest on the ship. Sirens, I believe. There's Roach. And if you come over here, on the other side of this ship, where is he? He's over here. This is the captain. This is where you get your 1,000 coins back, and there they are. So, you can pay that money, but if you're somebody like me that will look around until you're blue in the face, you get that 1,000 crowns back. So, that's why we did that, was A, to show people that might not know that, where that is, and obviously to get this part of the story that they might have missed. Because I had to come here before I had planned to do that side mission. So, we're going to load save slot from last night.
Triss
Put us
could not
back
help
where we were
Geralt,
when
yet she
we
did
started.
direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the
Then we'll
missing.
go back and
Guided by
resume
Kareem
the search
Tilly,
for
the Witcher had a
Dandelion.
dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
but the part of Skellige where Geralt needed to go to find Hammond, who was the guy he was looking for, was way down in the southeastern part of the map. We had to go all the way down there.
Zoltan?
Geralt.
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but
I've still got
truth
some
is,
cough to
I've
deal
got my
with.
own thick skull to blame.
Almost gone.
Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
Saw burning pyres when I arrived in Novigrad.
Yes, Alicia Corey, a sorceress that was. The crowd came for the other one that day. A Doppler. Crafty wee bugger who'd spent years masquerading as Chappelle, commander of the Temple Guard.
Did that
'Twas
side
Caleb
mission
Menge
too.
who exposed him, executed him, and promptly took his post.
Met that Doppler years
Forever.
ago, just after he'd assumed Chappelle's identity and form. Wasn't all that surprised when the Church of the Eternal Fire turned Toller into freaks, opened up a bit to magic and mages.
Ah, well, that's all changed now. Every mage who came here seeking refuge is now caught in a trap.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
No, that's not what we want. We want flowers, and we're supposed to meet the guy that we just talked to. Why can't we just talk to him here? It's right there.
Hey there, handsome.
Hey there, handsome.
To me area 2 days road from the Zima. You've got arrived here.
White one. What do you see, pain giver? So, how do you go with this evening? I was laughing about minding my
Why
own
your eyes
business
so
when
strange?
suddenly up he pops and heals me.
Hey, mister, why are your eyes so strange? Because they're cat's eyes. After sundown, what do they consider sundown? We'll do 9 o'clock.
Ah, here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Ours dressed. Hey, that's what's her name? Priscilla, I think. With the loot.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess. A winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet.
Lilac and gooseberries.
To dream, raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes, glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream, come the morning. Your scent, berry star, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
The proverbial not a dry eye in the house.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer?
There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
Yes, ma'am.
I wish to listen to music.
Take me away.
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
She's supposed to have information, I think, where Dandelion is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Sorceresses. Yes, seems Dandelion left nothing out.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
sheep dip.
And I've not seen him
Sheep
since.
dip?
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine at the Passaflora once. And laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
We already know the King of Beggars.
At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Woohoo, level up hype!
Oh, God. The Reaper's come for me.
800. Excuse me, well, dude, I'm trying to leave.
I must see a medic. Yes.
Can we get some Gwent cards off of this guy?
Now you. How can I be of service?
Olivier. What are you talking to him?
What are you serving today?
No cards. One thing about doing a bunch of side missions and clearing stuff off the maps, you wind up with a lot of money. 7,500 crowns.
See you later.
Let's drink for its nearly night. Darkness everywhere. I see it all around.
Done pretty much everything that I can find that's white in the list. Relatively close to my level, within 5 levels. Me.
Anybody there? Open up.
Isn't this where we run into Dijkstra?
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You made this robe here. Your equipment will be safe.
Okay, we're gonna play the rest of the game this way.
Splendid.
Nothing but a bathrobe.
Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Did that say happen the eunuch?
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bum you have.
Hello.
He doesn't blush. And Junior cut off his hand, then ordered them to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back, offering a hand extended.
He's hung
in
like a
peace.
horse.
Did say eunuch.
This
Clear
is a
that you've
simple
not seen
matter.
Reuven.
Horson got an
Gudrun calls
invite,
it
chose not
Herberon.
to come. I'll show you what he thinks
Does
of
it
us.
loop
I was made for loving.
I was made for loving. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me.
Easy, Cleaver. Horson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here?
Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
I'm a witcher.
Problems with your plumbing?
Nah, it's under control. Geralt's a friend from the old days. Although,
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
I
Just
don't
a
need
few.
weapons.
First ever Barney with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Horson Jr.
Jeez, he kicks more ass with his clothes off than with it on. Maybe I should go with a bathrobe.
Good work, gents.
terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were Horson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Orson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horse Son's out to get us, and he'll
Oh
succeed
my God! Look at some of
eventually.
the tattoos on
We've
that
gotta
guy.
kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horse Son's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, wanna find Horse Son? Find me first.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private.
We'll talk.
Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I wonder if he was in one of the previous games, because they obviously know each other.
I had my reasons. Feel like it'd be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanedd. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm?
Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bug a bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
Where the Church of the Eternal Flame is, right?
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the Lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Where is trombones?
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with.
Uh-oh, here we go.
And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion.
Quid pro
Establish
quo.
what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Ha ha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Okay. What's this? Stairs going down?
be so kind as to follow me.
Or a ladder. It's real picky sometimes about detecting when you can interact with something. Either way.
Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now.
Bad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jorfin.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
But hard. But less thinky. But less thinky. But sadless.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
We've run into one of these guys before.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. What's there? Siggy but take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door?
Oh, yay. We get
Vault
to go down
behind
there and
it
fight
until
stuff.
recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Jorfin go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
20 tons of gold.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private.
Need somebody that can
So
be
I need an
discreet.
outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Jorfin. Oh, God.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No. But I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the fire yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fonce. Thick enough not to ask questions.
The Fonz?
We knocked back some pops antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonz, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonz and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Dandelion, what the hell have you
Bart
gotten
the
yourself
troll. I forget the other troll's name that we ran into. He was the one that was responsible for painting some ships.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Shouldn't go any further without taking that antidote.
Okay. Oh, he's already got it. It right there. Yep.
I thought Witcher's potions were vile. Drowners, of course.
What the hell happened on my side?
The thug Dijkstra hired. Getting close. Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel.
Caramel,
That'll
yummy.
be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
Ah, but the dwarven spirit, that doesn't help you with your meditation, though. Replenishing your stuff. Okay. Ah. I wonder how much stuff is actually down here. He wanted to just go look around for a while. Just go. Sell the weapons for cash. Break them down as well. Get some food.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit, while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Happen keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in me knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Nothing interesting here. Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like.
Cap.
Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah. Bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Henkel? Who's that?
Margrave Henkel. Who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Are we on the map? All right.
They ought to never let your kind in, Noble Grand Proper.
Power of the eternal fire be with you.
Oh, hey, there's my armorer, dude. Where is he? Time is it? 9:30. You'd think he'd be here.
Duty calls.
Sell some of that gear that we picked up.
If I see a
I'm knackered.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
The Kingfisher Inn proudly invites you to nightly performances by Priscilla the Culinetta, guaranteed to tug every heartstring. Apparently she did.
Footprints.
Back there at Lock.
Ooh, something's upstairs.
Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer.
look like they're empty. What good is a wine rack if they're empty?
A letter. And a bottle. Wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions. Or Ceres.
Ah, with love from D. Probably not going to do anything because it wasn't red. Maybe there's a key downstairs. Saw a magnifying glass pop up for just a second. Let's go back downstairs. Solve the riddle from the mysterious note. Of course, it would help if I knew what her birth year was. Probably in here. 1251. Okay. Ah.
1245 to 1254. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist.
Another bomb.
Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium? Looks like they made the bomb here.
Bananas?
Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstein.
I've heard that name before.
Stain. Wyvern oil.
Doo-doo!
Siri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good. And Triss.
Triss! What's up, girl?
Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervois, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was all right.
Bullshit. You don't trust me.
I trust you as much as you trust me. Not at all. Believe me, it's a healthy relationship.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. The Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately. Though to my knowledge, he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress
you
who've
bored,
been through so
back
much
there in the
together
back?
to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the Hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know...
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from the topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Menga's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then.
Okay.
And thanks.
Oh, don't put the hood on. I know she has to, but don't put the hood on. Whoa.
Watch it. Looking to make some coin turn. From now on, assume your every move's observed.
Oh, by the way, I think this is the right place. This is where you go.
Open up.
When you're meeting Triss the first time. There's a merchant right here in this place right here. He sells a saddle. I've already bought it. I think it's the largest capacity, whatever. Largest carrying weight.
What are you offering?
But it's expensive. It was like 900. 900 crown. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 900 crowns. You already bought it. Yeah, he'll give me 34 crowns for the one I paid 900 for. Yeah, like I'm gonna do that. So, just an FYI.
See you.
Come closer, don't be shy.
Yes, absolutely. I've got 200 now, I think. Yeah, 220. We've got 220. The holding saddlebags. Around midnight. 11 p.m. due? Exactly. Midnight, fine. It's set around midnight.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mina could use a bit of paint and spackle.
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
You sure about this? Here? Now? Let's see what she says.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching.
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Manga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No. Not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not...
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
True, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Still got a bad feeling about this.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Let's go.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
Novigrad.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then.
Come in then.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
If we're playing the part, we'll just go straight to talk to Menga. If we do that, then maybe that might cue them into something. I don't know. Try that.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menge.
Menge don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by. With my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
Beware, for you know neither the day nor the hour.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menge. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, playing tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three.
Oh, he's a
That ought
beauty,
to
isn't he?
get you singing.
Fine, take her. I'd rather she didn't interrupt my conversation. But hands off, don't touch her.
Why? Feel sorry for the bitch?
No, couldn't give a shit about her. But if I don't get what I want from Menge, I'll want to sell her to someone else. Don't want you damaging the goods.
Keen nose for enterprise. You'd make a great madam. Don't you worry. Mengrel will give you your coin, and Marigold will get what she deserves.
No torture till I get there. Got it?
Got it. No torture.
What? The Horson's casting spells. Get him!
Shit.
Eternal fire will turn you to ash. Spread out!
Damn, you're ugly.
Bad choice. Bad choice. That's not what I wanted to have happen.
I want him alive!
I'm not about to let you off.
The eternal fire will turn you.
Triss is still down there kicking some ass. Then I'm over here rifling through bodies. I'll be there in a second. Throw them fireballs, girl. Uh-oh, sneeze. I don't know if they would have actually tortured her or not. If I hadn't tried to use the Jedi mind tricks.
I think that's all of them. That was close. Axie in a crowd? Geralt, there was no way that could work.
Sorry. I couldn't let them torture you. You mean too much to me.
We should search the office. Maybe we can find some documents mentioning Dandelion. I'll search his body. You search the room. I'd start with the desk.
Letter to Caleb. Menga's holy tome. Property of Caleb Menga, may thy flames cleanse my thoughts. May they temper my hurt. May all that is evil burn and vanish into smoke. May all that is good be warmed by thy fire. May the righteous flock to thy light like moths. May the wicked flee from it like beasts from a burning wood. Oh, letter from Dudu. Siri, if you're reading these words, that means you have solved my riddle, for which you have my congratulations. It also means you have not yet been caught and are still in Novigrad, which worries me greatly. Do not know exactly what you did on Temple Isle, but Minga is furious and will not rest until he captures you, skins you alive, and burns you at the stake. And now that he's got his sanctimonious paws on Dijkstra's treasure, he can hire enough men to search every home in this city thrice over. I am a Doppler, so I will be able to hide, but you must flee while you can. Your doo-doo! P.S. Don't even think about trying to break Dandelion free from Minga's clutches. It's impossible. But knowing your friend, he'll wriggle his way out somehow, or at least I hope he will. P.P.S. Forgive me for not writing how to contacting me, but A, you are to flee, remember, and B, Melatelli's guards. Melatelli guards those who guard themselves. What was the other one? Here it is. Caleb, I have new instructions regarding the organization of the next execution. When you are ready to meet, place your holy tome in the Dropbox located in the column of the Eternal Fire Altar in the southwest corner of Bits. We meet at the usual spot. Do not tell anyone where you are going and bring no one with you. Burn this letter after reading, which they obviously did not do. Jarmerlack.
Find anything?
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault.
Vault hunters?
Here.
Borderlands crossover?
Give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
I found a letter to Menga from someone important. A spy, I think.
A spy?
Take a look.
Drop boxes, secret signals. Yeah, strong stench of spycraft here. This agent could know more about Dandelion.
Bet he does. Letter explains how to signal for a meeting. No mention of where it would take place.
Maybe Dijkstra can help. He knows everything.
He knows everything.
Everything? Slight exaggeration there.
I'm not so sure.
Key to a vault? No address? Why do I doubt this'll make Dijkstra smile?
Well, might keep him from setting his thugs on us. Breaking our legs for failing to fulfill our part of the bargain.
Meaning glass is half full?
Of something strong, I hope.
All right. Nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Be glad to. Just not by way of the main gate.
Bad idea.
We have to go where the have to go where the marker is. Or okay. She's obviously not following me. Okay. There she is. What the hell? Here? It's ridiculous. Why can't I just leave? Store here, I guess.
This is where we split up.
No!
But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam.
Yes.
Listen, there's one other thing I want to talk about. But not here, and definitely not now. Come by later when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right. We need to get out of here.
hell do I go?
You there, Mr. Reuven wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge don't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere. And 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, founded on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own? You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark, no scintillating joke?
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
How'd you find out?
I asked the questions here.
Not true. That was a statement. Come on, Dijkstra. This tough guy act doesn't work on me. We're both adults. Act like one.
Ah, Geralt. I should have you strangled, but I like you, you bastard.
I like you too, you count without a county. Now that we've professed our feelings for each other, how'd you figure it out?
Since from the start you were up to something. You didn't haggle about your pay. And then I heard from my sources that Margrave Henkel and Dandelion had rubbed elbows. Wasn't hard to connect the dots.
They don't make me laugh.
And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite
Makes
the
me cough.
contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward. I take it you've still no idea what happened to Dandelion?
None. Found someone who might know, though. A spy, I guess. Signs his name, Yammerlak. Found a letter of his. Just one problem. It only details how to arrange a meeting with him. Makes no mention of where.
A ruined house in Far Corners. Give the signal, and he'll show up there the same day, just before midnight.
How the hell do you know this?
Probably shouldn't ask, but... Dijkstra, how the hell do you know all
Spy.
this?
I draw it all from the flight patterns of birds.
Your sarcasm. It gets tiring, you know.
I've far worse qualities than that, believe me. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
Wow, another level up. Woohoo! It's raining levels! Of course, we are doing main story stuff, so you get a lot more. Ooh, 90 crowns! Wow. That's it?
What a smart jacket, Trent. Maybe a bit. You know, take it off.
Geralt wants to grab
another
last So, a bit of lust in your freakish heart after all.
No.
Got anything to sell?
I should take my Nope, she won't. Oh, I didn't check to see if she had any cards.
Got anything to sell? So long.
People appearing out of nowhere.
Hey, Jack, you're the oldest, so tell us. Just what's a whore do exactly? Well, my dad...
It's 8 o'clock already.
Your very presence is an affront
Goodness
to the eternal
gracious.
fire.
Open up.
I can see our buddy here again.
What are you offering?
Oh, he's broke. Oh, man.
See you.
I was going to dump a whole bunch of stuff with him, too. Not that I need to yet.
No loitering round here.
Herbalist won't take it for sure.
I miss a woman's touch.
All the hacking and coughing people do in the streets almost makes me want to do it myself.
A witcher?
The bits!
Why not at your waist?
You're
I'll
in
get
the
me one.
bits! Oh man, who's this guy? Excuse me, got junk to get rid of.
Blasphemous kobolds.
Blasphemous.
The best stock in all Novi... No need to put...
Novigrad.
Very good. Manners before...
Let me have a look.
7:15, and he'll take some of it anyway. More worried about the weight than anything.
Come here, hero. Give us a kiss.
No.
Your presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
Are these shady individuals actually going to turn out to be something? I see these guys all over the place. No idea who they are.
So, how you go with this thing? I was puffing about my own business when suddenly...
Eternal fire. Father of all. Hear my prayer.
Okay.
Grant my plea. Bring my husband back to health. He's a good man.
He said just before
Honest.
midnight, right?
Righteous. Eternal fire. You are my only hope. Grant what I ask and I'll spare no offering.
Crafting stuff. Can't
Deliver us from evil.
put it there until the appropriate time. Wow, that's a long wait. Everybody's gone.
Must be the Dropbox. Gave the signal. Spies should show up in far corners before midnight.
Looking to make some coin too, hey? Very old family. Who's killed his son, lost me wife with dysentery.
Dandelion's place on the left.
Help a poor bloke out.
Fucking hey, Oars.
What's he doing here?
Grab that cash after we do this. You take the chance of busting the mating time.
Now just to hide and wait. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic.
Oh, so we just stand here. Let's take a breather, shall we? Misbehave if you're still there. Did you happen to look and see how many hours you'd played when you'd finished the main story? Okay, that's fine. I'm probably gonna double it anyway. Wow. But you just started Hearts of Stone yesterday, right? So you're probably talking 135 at least, right? I've got about 60 right now, and I've only done this much of the story. Why wasn't there a chair there before? Chris, what you doing here?
Triss? How'd you know to... Ah, Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming. Hide.
Menge.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I'd never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
Oh! Roasted nuts!
Fuck off! I can take this.
Of course you can. But I'm just getting started.
The Iceman coming.
You must be
Gosh,
thinking
what's
this can't
up?
possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
What's going on, dude?
So, gonna talk?
Yes! Yes! Just tell me what the fuck about!
Where'd Menga hide Sicky Reuven's treasure?
I haven't a clue.
You realize one word and you'll howl with pain again.
Yeah, and yet I'll still say I don't know a thing. Does that make you think?
Think he's telling the truth?
Ugh, looks like it.
Pure curiosity. Who do you work
Lightly
for?
desalted.
Won't say. No way.
How's it going, man? How you been?
Radovid. I work for Radovid.
Radovid. What did he hope to gain by helping Menga?
He seeks to clear the field before he arrives.
Makes sense. Easier to take.
I'm good, just getting over a cold.
Bastard. He'll pay for this.
Got the cough left, everything else is gone, fortunately.
We're looking for Dandelion. We know Menga captured him.
That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel. You might have said so from the start. Before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
You expect an apology?
No. But I've a right to be surprised, haven't I? Dandelion is on Temple Isle. In the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menga's planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menga's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume we can put this unfortunate incident behind us?
Not so fast. Geralt.
I know. He's seen too much.
But why? I told you. I'll never...
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
Strip him of his memory.
But I helped you. I helped...
It's not so bad. I promise.
Peace, lay, and gay.
Poof. Showed your claws today.
How do you feel?
Base. Cruel. Vile. I could go on. But I need to get out of here. Now. Go home. Bathe. Then drink myself to oblivion.
Walk you home?
Not today, Geralt. Not today. But there is one other thing I wanted to talk about.
I wanted to do that.
So, mind coming by later? Menga's dead, true, but that hardly marks the end of my troubles.
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island, and he'll stay there until Menga orders him transferred to Oxenfurt, right?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, Menga's dead. So...
No one else knows that. He could have escaped the fire. He could reappear. Him or someone very, very similar.
Doppler?
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend
Doo-doo!
Barberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several 1,000 crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now.
Dudu's in hiding. I sure hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, what is she doing? Oh, she just disappeared. She did her tryst thing. Matter of life and death. I stopped. If I read something yesterday as far as the alchemy and stuff. Once you create, is it the potions? Once you create the potions for the first time, you don't have to keep collecting the ingredients for them every time you... That's what the alkahest is for, right? Because that replenishes... Did I read that correctly? I don't have to keep picking up everything on the damn planet anymore. Alright, let's see. Get Junior. Let's see, is there something in here for Triss? Trade. See, there's some more contracts we should be able to do. Anything that's white or green. Well, it won't be green on here, but it'll be green on the map. Ah, here we go. Matter of life. Oh, we were going to get that damn, the water over here. So, gosh, you been able to spend any time with those new toys of yours yet? Trousers. Oh, shooting star. Anybody catch that?
Double chase.
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into my area, 2 days' road from Dazima.
I have played one match on
Look
Fortnite
awfully suspicious to me.
on my Switch.
I bloody well told him not to stick his
That
arse
is
where he don't
that's the only battle royale I have ever done. There's
Nothing
another one.
hurts as much as life.
I think doing this for her is the romance path.
Help! Help!
Triss. We'll grab this.
What happened, kid?
They...
Hey, wait.
Okay.
The Grey Git.
Grab him.
Rumble time!
Burn, baby, burn. Ooh, chicken leg.
Yes? Who you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
Andromeda? You talking about Andromeda? Cow's milk. Alka-Hess, we definitely want that. Don't care about that.
Geralt, I've got a problem. Can we talk?
Yes, ma'am. I am here for you.
Yes, Geralt?
Question that I would have on that is, are you planning on doing any of the multiplayer? Because if you are, I would say get it for the platform where you have the friends where you're most likely to play the multiplayer with. Of course, it's probably cheap enough now. You can probably get it for both if you wanted to.
See, you kept the Rose of Remembrance I gave you in Flotsam.
Seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
Feel all right?
So. Why do you ask?
Maybe we should talk about something else.
Gladly. I was about to ask the same.
What did you want to talk about?
I got a strange message. I don't quite know what to think.
Who was it from?
Ingrid Vegelbud's servant. Apparently, Lady Vegelbud's prepared to donate a tidy sum. She wants to help mages escape from Novigrad.
Guessing this wouldn't be a selfless act of charity.
You guess right. And that's my problem. Vegelbud needs a favor from me. No details in the letter, unfortunately. I'm supposed to meet the servant at the fish market. Says he needs to explain everything face to face, but these days I can't be sure meeting him's a good idea.
What are you afraid of exactly?
That it's a trap. On the one hand, it's an opportunity I can't afford to let slip. We need the coin. On the other...
Nobody expects you to risk your life.
I expect that of myself. The thing is, it used to be easier. When I didn't know what it's like to be tortured, what it's like to hear the screams of others and be unable to do anything.
You could have escaped at any time.
I know, but I was still terrified. What if they fetter me in real Dimeridium? You won't always be there to help.
Don't like this at all, but you seem determined. Not about to let you deal with it alone.
Thank you.
The servant. How are you supposed to contact him?
Said I'd recognize him. He'll be in a blue tunic, have a load of keys strapped to his belt. I'm supposed to ask him about the price for his trout.
Gotta be kidding me. He tell you to come holding a red rose?
He doesn't mention flowers, but I won't refuse if you feel like giving me some.
It's a fish market, Triss. Be able to get you some salted cod at best. Think it'll be better if I talk to the mystery man in the blue tunic.
He's expecting to meet me.
You just wait nearby. I'll make sure that note didn't come from the witch hunters. Then you come in.
Fine. Let's meet there.
Okay. Chop, chop. Are you coming, dear? Whoa.
Oh.
From now on, assume your every move.
Assume your every move. Happy little trees.
A whole day wasted. Lots of blue jerkins. Interesting.
A little bit brighter outside, hopefully.
Now, after they sold me dirty fizz tech.
That's good. Word is, Riley's fallen out with the rest of the big four.
In order,
Hurts as much as nothing.
Blue tunic.
He's got a
His keys strapped to his belt.
Our world will burn! Burn in the eternal
This must be him right here.
It's fresh enough. Let's take
I have got great crowns apiece, and it looks even fresher.
Well, in that case, we'll take one. Got it and fill it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Know where I can get the best price on trout?
Perhaps. But it wasn't you I was to meet, sir.
Want to talk to the letter's recipient, I gotta be present.
Caution would advise.
Caution's advising you not to argue right now. Trust me.
Seems I've got no choice. Come with me. This one. It's not far.
All right. We'll pay his death. That's it. Get him.
Help me!
Keep it together, lads. He's hexing.
Thank you. Let's go.
What do I want from you?
I've no clue. First time I've laid eyes on him. Maybe... Well, recently someone's been trying to question our messengers about the young Count. Hold on. Where's Miss Marigold? You was to come alone, miss.
If not for him, that trio would have dragged you in for questioning. The tall one was Valdo Murris. Works for the witch hunters.
Aye, you're surely right, miss. It just weren't what I expected, since Lady Vagelbud...
Now that we're past the initial courtesies, maybe you can tell us who you are.
Lady Vagelbud's valet. I meant you no offence, sir.
Why wouldn't Lady Vagelbud meet with me personally?
She was afraid they'd follow her. Been a nervous wreck of late.
So what's this about? Be straight.
Lady Vagelbud's son. He's the problem. Master Albert's taken an interest in alchemy. Temple guards gotten wind.
Wouldn't worry about the guard. But since the mage hunters tried to grab you, I'd say Albert's in serious trouble.
Aye. Lady Vagelbud bought off the guardsmen. Since the hunters pay for every mage revealed to them...
Guardsmen took a bribe from the frightened family, then whispered a word to the hunters anyway. How'd Ingrid Vagelbud know to contact Triss? That Triss was the right person?
We learned Miss Marigold had helped Myra Base disappear once the witch hunters were onto her. Myra provided Lady Ingrid with magical assistance on a few occasions with Milady's afflictions.
Makes sense. Myra mentioned treating a highborn lady to me once.
Seems Albert needs to disappear soon as possible.
I can arrange that. Think young Vegelbud can slip out of the house unnoticed?
It ain't that simple, sadly. Master Albert's in hiding at the Vegelbud's country estate. Lady Ingrid's got the notion she can get him out quietly. Wants to throw a lavish masquerade ball.
Oh, yes, the party.
Help him escape?
Aye, will not manage without you, miss. Lady Vegelbud fears the Alps being watched.
It's a good idea. A boisterous bash that'll distract the hunters.
Especially if even half of what I've heard about the Vegelbud's balls is true. Word is, at the last one they served 100 different desserts, and the fireworks boomed from dusk till dawn.
What with the war and all, Milady's ordained but 85 desserts this
Oh,
time.
wow. Only
Won't be
85.
No candied petals or blue roses from the Zaire. The roses have become dreadfully hard to come by.
Oh, I'd love to see it all.
Hope we won't have to stay till the end.
You're coming with me?
Of course I am. Not about to send you into what could prove to be the lion's den by yourself. Think about it. 85 desserts, while you're still trying to keep your waist at 22 inches.
Geralt, please. How do we get to the residence?
Your invitation. Take it. Guard at the gate will have instructions for you. You're to wear a fox mask, all right? Good luck to you.
Think we can get there now?
You're kidding, right? We have to prepare. Change clothes.
Oh,
Most
okay,
importantly, buy our masks.
I
I bet
we
you
had
can
to
get
actually
everything
go
we
do
need for
that,
the
but
ball
okay.
at Eliel's shop. You know it?
Been there before.
Yep.
Eliel's a friend of Dandelion's.
Very weird,
Just
dude.
masks, right? Probably don't need to wear a doublet, do I?
A doublet, Geralt. And it's not up for discussion. Take care of that, then come and see me.
Go shopping!
You copper, look, we've got...
Wait, there's another one. Another one of those shady individuals.
In short,
That's
who
all over
kisses
the
your
place.
ass today will fight it tomorrow.
You could make yourself useful.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please do.
Of course.
If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
Alright, the fox mask for her. Ooh, one whole coin. 1 crown. And of course, we have the wolf mask for me. Do we just go cheap? Matters that much. Boots, right? Okay.
My brother stayed in Temeria.
Put it on when we get over there where she is. Oh, before going to Tris. Okay.
My fortune treats us with kindness.
Dumb school.
Hey, there are mouse droppings in this bread.
Droppings, my eye. Those are raisins.
Of all places, why did that man want to blow himself up
Enough
in
to
my
fit
hand?
the This house has always been crooked. Of course not. They built it straight when two men moved in. Wanted to break into Vivol.
Made himself at home. Track mud in all over me floors.
Maybe she'll finally move in with him. High time.
Dragging mud all over me floors. Whoa, hello. Can I get some cold water, please?
Oh my.
Oof.
Certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Swords and everything.
Learn anything else about Albert?
Well, almost none of the mages have heard of him. An amateur, I guess.
So why the interest? Temple guards first, then hunters?
He's easy prey, and that's exactly why we should help him.
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn double is chafing my armpits, and it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please. All's in order. You'll find Lady Vegelbud in the estate's yard. Look for the parrot mask. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Must be some mistake. You know why we're here, don't you?
Of course, but I've orders to make certain every guest enters the estate unarmed.
Damn it.
A pleasant evening to you both.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages.
How could he? With that scrawny harlot!
Calm now, don't cry. After all, he's not the only man in the world.
Hello, Vivian.
Baronet!
No use pretending
Where
you
will
don't
I
know.
find another baronet?
Is that any way to treat an old mate? Refuse to acknowledge him?
There's been a mistake. I don't know you, sir.
Don't be foolish, Vivian. I'd recognize that mane anywhere. You might play the Great Dame now, but before that Baron Edward something pulled you from the gutter, you were a common...
Enough. The lady said she doesn't know you.
Who's this? The new one? Older than the last, it seems. A decrepit, moss-covered prick. So, the less they can, the more they pay. Is that it?
Let's go, Triss. Wouldn't want to make a scene.
Vivian! Hey! Oh, I liked you much better when you worked the carriages outside the passive flora. Come back!
What a jackass.
Done with you.
Behave yourself. Do what you must, but behave.
Said the parrot's mask, right?
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. It's another night with that whore.
I'm a kraken!
My husband's a supervisor by trade.
My, is he ever sotted?
Stop whining and bring
Hard finding work here, you know, with the eternal fire burning and all that.
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Marigold. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Ooh.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Who is that?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenthal. Tell you the story later.
Some kind of side quest here at the party?
Oh, let's look around.
What's all of this? Everybody should test.
You say the price is
How goes it? Who's winning?
No one as yet.
Then I shall return later.
Ah, another challenger. Please join us. Sir Devenant just vacated his place at the table.
Oh, great.
It's
It's just
rather
Gwent.
unlikely he'll be back.
What happened to him?
Some good men took him aside to prevent him from hurting himself. So, shall we play? First, you shall face Margrave Vladimir de Cray. The man can afford to lose, so he's likely to be reckless.
Sure.
Let's do it.
The word is, it's more like a pigsty than a capital.
Is this a, what is that card? Scorch. Is that like burn the ground? We'll just go with what we have. I suck at this anyway, so. I don't have very many high cards. I don't have anything double digits. I know, I keep telling myself that I need to do that too. But I keep forgetting to do it. Oh my god, he's got another 10. See, I've got none of those. Holy shit, 16, and I haven't even played any cards yet. Okay, he's unaffected by that. Oh, well, I just lost. The wrong one. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I mean, if I clear it, well, I mean, I'm gonna lose. Got more cards than me. Oh, I don't want a damn weather card. Yeah, see, that's... I don't even know why you bother playing this until you're near the end of the game anyway. And I know you can't necessarily do that here because it's part of a story mission, but... just don't have the cards. Yeah, see, it's...
Well, now you must win it back. First, you shall face Margrave Vladimir de Cray. The man can afford to lose, so he's likely to be reckless.
Do I have to? No.
Not in the mood.
Not in the mood to win.
No, not in the mood to get my ass kicked again.
Gregor, have you seen Reuven just moments ago? Oh, apologies. I mistook you for my friend, sir. He wears a similar mask.
General Voris.
Geralt of Rivia. So, I was not entirely mistaken.
Pleasure, as always. This is...
a beautiful and mysterious lady. Let us leave the formalities to the event's end, when all will remove their masks. More fun that way, wouldn't you agree?
I would, sir.
And now I must beg your pardon. I really must find Durgoth, and quickly. A lovely evening to you both.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks?
Let's go.
Smart.
What a monstrosity.
Got about 15 minutes. I don't know if we'll be able to finish this part.
Time to invest in movies.
My husband's a supervisor by trade. Can't breathe. Legs.
Threatening strike.
Not the name.
Parrot mask, there she is.
Excuse me a moment. Miss?
Yes, it's me. The trout buyer?
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course.
Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private. Thank you for agreeing to help. My valet warned me you might come with a friend. I'd prefer as few as possible knew of Albert's flight. But if you trust this man...
Like no one else.
That's the correct answer, by the way.
Any sign of the hunters recently?
Since they attacked my servant at the market, none. All has been quiet. But I bribed a man of the Temple Guard. He claims there's more and more talk of Albert in the ranks.
How did the guardsmen learn
Hey,
about
Miss
your
Epic.
son's interests to
How
begin
are
with?
you?
Unfortunately, I cannot be sure Albert himself was not the source, merely boasting about an experiment. He's careless that way. Like his father, a kind man but a dimwit. Devoured by an Arrakis. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah. Must have traveled far and wide.
Hardly. He attempted to breed them. Perhaps I should be pleased Albert adopted alchemy as his hobby. A safe one, relatively speaking. Until recently, that is.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining the guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret, it won't be long.
Is your son ready to go? We'll have to act quickly.
Yes, I've seen to everything. Where will you take him?
You're better off not knowing any details. He'll be safe, I promise.
But...
Please, trust me. It's not the first time I've done this.
I know. Thank you.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask. He knew you were due to come for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Let's look for Albert.
Oh, courtesans and everything, man.
On a clear day, we see Nilfgaard's banners from the city walls.
Sold him off.
My husband is so...
Stuck him right in the bottom. Well, some old chap. I'm not just some old
We see Nilfgaard's banners from the city walls.
I know this might sound immodest, but our hunting hounds are simply the best.
They do seem fierce.
Yes, but they're superbly trained. Won't even whimper without my permission. And then, a colossal boom.
Oh! And...
Nothing. I leapt out of the way in time,
Mark
naturally,
my words,
and
I'll
it
kick him
merely
out.
singed
Get
my
another knife
eyebrow.
for that whore.
Yes?
Nice mask.
Rawr.
Gotta be him.
Albert Vegelbud.
No. I'm a Black Panther. Rawr.
Oh my, Count!
Mr. Panther.
Your mom sent us, Mr. Panther.
Oh, so you are.
I'm good. Just trying to get rid of the rest of this cough so I can be 100%
Yes.
healthy
When
again.
can we leave the estate?
Well, Mama said it would be best to wait until everyone's drunk. Besides, there'll be fireworks later, a jolly good distraction. Once they've begun, I shall slip away, saunter into the garden. We'll meet in the hedge maze.
Oh,
Be waiting for you there.
Very well. But first, you absolutely must try the Fiorano Rosé. Absolutely.
Hope Albert hasn't forgotten the reason for this whole get-together.
Wanna wait in the garden? I saw a nice spot there earlier.
Yes, ma'am. I absolutely do.
Late for supper again.
Times of famine and war are necessary. They are how society
Hard finding work here, you know. With the eternal fire burning and all that.
Care to sit down for a spell? Relieved to get that mask off, if only for a little. Great view from here. And there's even wine. It's been so long since I've been to a feast, ball, or reception. Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
So, does this mean it's a good time to ask you about...
Yes?
About that mage we met earlier?
Oh, Maritz. What do you want to know?
How'd you meet?
Geralt, all mages know each other. Some are well over a century old. That's plenty of time to make acquaintances.
In that case, when did you meet him?
At a feast, long ago. He walked up and just blatantly offered to teleport us somewhere quieter.
You turn him down?
Is that what you think? He actually pursued me for a while afterwards.
Got the impression he doesn't exactly like you.
I just think he'd love to have me as his charge, rather than his leader.
See, but you're the one organizing the mage's escape from Novigrad.
Sometimes I have no idea how I actually managed to bring them all together.
They don't have anyone else. I am not picking one.
You're a charismatic leader. Simple as that.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Next thing you know, they'll be calling you Iron Marigold. Could even wear an eye patch and it'd look right.
Eye patch.
For a moment there, I thought you were being sincere.
Of course I'm being sincere. Look at me. Didn't blush a bit. Someone's coming.
Is it Albert?
No, just some lost guest. Shh.
Must be looking for his beloved. Like in that elven tale about the frog and the lark. Inchu, inchu, biag broga. Inch by inch, little frog.
Shh, let's go.
Oh. I sure hope the other guests don't get drunk as quickly as I did.
Oh, cheap drunk.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Oh, no. I plan to have a good look at this famous maze of theirs first. I hear the statues there are completely, entirely...
Entirely what?
Anatomically correct?
nude. Come on, Geralt.
Triss, wait.
Geralt. Coming? Geralt.
Right
coming?
here.
We'll soon return. No one's even noticed we're gone.
Not letting you out of my sight, girl.
Careful.
Miss Marigold, at last! So sorry we are forced to meet under such incredibly inopportune circumstances.
You can say that again.
But I'm sure we'll make up for it another time. I absolutely must show you my alchemical formulae.
Anyone follow you?
I don't believe so.
Just in case, you two switch masks. We'll go first. Geralt will follow right after.
Saddled horses await in the stables.
Good. Meet you there.
you are, my love. Here you are. So, about this private showing.
Under any other circumstances, I'd give you the full Monty.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Time
Albert
to
Vagel.
open up that
Please,
can.
Step away, miss. Nobility's not towards young Count. Try anything, and you will get bruised.
Doubt it.
You'll be spitting teeth. You're done for. That's it. All together. Fire. That's your fate. You're fucking dead, big rats. Yeah. Not enough. Hit him from the left. Hold your kidneys to a pulp.
I would imagine some of those fistfights are probably pretty damn hard on Death March difficulty.
Oh, I've begun to worry.
Everything's fine, though you should probably send someone to clean up the garden before any guests wander in there.
Take out the
I'm to send servants to the garden?
Yes.
I shall see to it. And you must hurry.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything set?
Yes. Got your swords back from the guard. And Ingrid gave me the coin. It's more than I expected. Stunningly more, frankly.
Glad I could help you collect it. You'll find a good use for it?
What happened at the fountain? It was my fault. I know. The wine went straight to my head. I'm sorry.
Triss, don't apologize.
Miss Marigold.
We need to go.
I know. Be careful.
Wow, okay. Guess we... What is collect them all? Uh-oh. Alright, I guess I was supposed to get a card from somebody. Somebody there. Alright, let's see. I guess what we'll do is we'll go back to Dandelion's place. Shit. Get a save there. Let's see, the closest one is here. It's amazing how often things just seem to end in a good spot at the end of the stream. It's almost like I plan it that way, and I really don't.
One drink, all I had.
Actually, what I need to do, put my stuff back on first. The hell do I take off the mask? Oh, down here. Right. Put the magic lamp back. Okay, so we'll go put that stuff. Hey, there's more people in here. I can't put it away.
La 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 la. Oh God, the Reapers come for me.
No, the Reapers. Mass Effect crossover. All right, that's going to be it for the night, folks. Thank you very, very much for coming and hanging out. Let's see how many hours we have after all the saves finish syncing. It's over 60, I know. It'd be like 61 and a half. $62, almost 63. Yowzers! Oh, that's right, because I have it running for a few minutes prior to me starting the stream, so that would explain that. So, all right, so let's see. That is going to be it for the night. This bonus stream, we weren't, as I mentioned at the beginning, we weren't supposed to stream tonight. It's normally a night off, but because we had to cancel Friday for technical issues, I decided to make that up by streaming tonight. We will be back on schedule tomorrow, normal 6 to 9. Normal 6 to 9 time, and we'll pick up with, I guess, whatever the next quest is. Looking for Dandelion, I guess. Be next. I should have looked. Where'd my mouse cursor go? Thank you, Gosh. I appreciate it. Thank you, Misbehave. Good night, everybody. Let's see. Before we head out, who is on? I know Trombones is. Hey, Tina Trombones. Trombones is playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. I think that's an isometric, I believe. So yeah, let's give Trombones a host. I'll be over in just a second as soon as I get my uploads and stuff started. So thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock for more Witcher 3. Good night.